All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to today's class. Today's class is just going to be kind of a complete body vinyasa class. So it'd be helpful if you have 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, not a big deal. 2 water bottles or even just 1 water bottle can work. We'll get started in child's pose today. So child's pose, big toes to touch, knees as wide as you like to take them. So they can be wide or they can be narrow. I like to take mine about feet hip width distance. So you can decide, do you want them to be hip width or do you want them to be wider or narrower? Your choice. So whatever is just, what you don't want to feel is pinching on the front of your hips where your hip crease is. And then from here, just start to press your chest down towards the floor, reach your arms forward and bring your forehead to the floor. Allow your arms just to soften. And then from here, just turn on your breath. So not trying to force any certain pattern, just noticing. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Notice your body as you inhale and as you exhale. As you inhale, try to fill up the back of your rib cage. So feel the back of your body expand. And then take a deep breath in, fill all the way up. On your exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Again, inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. One more time together. Inhale and exhale. Start to seal your lips together, engage your Ujjayi breath. So continuing that sign action, so that open the mouth and sign it out, but do it with your mouth closed. So it'll sound something a little bit like this. So engaging our Ujjayi breath. If Ujjayi doesn't work for you, find something that you can maintain and be consistent with as we move throughout class. And just maybe start to soften your hips towards your heels a little bit more. Allow your chest to fall a little bit more towards the floor, but continuing those consistent long inhales and exhales through the nose. Walk your hands towards the upper left corner of your mat, coming up onto your fingertips. And then from here, stay here on your fingertips or take a half bind with your left hand behind your back. Your right shoulder wants to lift, so roll your right shoulder down and then lengthen your right hip towards the back wall. And then maybe you inch your fingertips a little more forward and then a little bit more to the left with your right hand. So you should feel a stretch along the right side body, right underneath the right armpit, so that's your lat getting a nice stretch. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then undo the bind if you have it. Walk your hands back through center, all the way over to the right side. Same thing, come up onto the fingertips. Take a half bind if you took it on the other side, right hand behind the back. And inch your left fingertips a little more forward and to the right. Roll your left shoulder down and then pull your left sit bone, your left hip, towards the back of the room. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you breathe in, try to fill up that left lung, that left rib cage. And then undo the bind, walk your hands back through center, come back to child's pose, and maybe you make it a little more active coming up onto your fingertips. So your forearms lift off the floor. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then inhale, come up to all fours. So find a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Elbow creases wrap forward toward your thumb. Extend your right leg back and your left arm forward. All right, this right hip wants to roll open, so spin the right inner thigh up toward the ceiling and then lift your right hamstring so the back of your right leg lifts straight up. Breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl and touch. Press into your hand, round your upper back. Inhale, extend, lengthen, maybe lift that back leg. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Pause, breath in. Left hand down, right knee down, reset. We'll switch sides. Left leg back, right arm forward, thumb up. Right, this left hip again wants to roll open, so drop the left hip down so the hips are level. Draw your right outer hip back, and then from your left hamstring where it meets your glute, lift that leg up. Spread your toes. Feel your whole leg activate. And then lift the leg and the arm a little bit, breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl and touch. But don't just kind of curl in here. Press into that left hand and lift your upper back. Inhale, extend, lengthen, lift from the back body. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend, back of the body lifts. Exhale, curl in. One more time. Inhale, extend, lengthen and lift. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend, pause. Right hand down, left knee down, come all the way to the floor. Keep your palms flat on the floor, just walk your hands back a few ribs. Shoulder blades draw towards each other, elbows draw towards each other, then pull your shoulder blades down the back. Press into your feet. Inhale, loop the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows, lift the chest. Press a little bit of weight into your hands, pull the hands back. Take a breath in, exhale everything down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, loop the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows, lift the chest. Press again into the hands, pull them back, or maybe you float the hands. But either way, the action of pulling the hands back. Exhale everything down. Last time, inhale, lift the chest, shoulder blades draw down the back. Stay here, float your hands, or press a little bit more weight into your hands, come more to a high cobra. But keep a bend to the elbows, keep the elbows wrapping in, and then pull the hands back. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale everything down. Inhale up to all fours, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And then inhale, come forward to plank. From your plank, press into your right hand, press into your left foot, and then lift your right leg, lift your left arm. So it's the same action we took on those all fours, these bird dog actions, but we're doing it here in plank. That right hip wants to lift up, drop it down. Left shoulder wants to lift, drop it down. Take a breath in and reach through your left arm, right foot. Exhale, 3-legged dog, right leg up and back. Take a breath in, reach through the toes. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. But notice if you're collapsing into this left hip crease, lift the left hip crease up, draw it back. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps forward, runner's lunge. You can grab your 2 blocks. Place your 2 blocks under your hands. I kind of like this in a runner's lunge. Gives me a little bit more space for the chest to reach forward. But press into your right foot, pull it back. Left foot, pull it forward. But notice, left heel wants to kind of collapse backwards. Make it active. Left heel forward and up. Take a breath in, chest forward. And then staying here, pulling the feet towards each other, straighten out your right leg. Again, you can bring your hands to blocks. You can keep a slight bend to your right knee. It's just about going till you feel your hamstring, but keep the ball of your right foot pulling back so that hamstring stays active. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. And then rebend your right knee. Take your left hand to the floor if you can get it there. Otherwise, keep it on the block. But take your left hand forward about 4 to 6 inches, right? So about a hand's distance forward. Elbow crease wraps towards the thumb. Turn all 10 toes to the right, as far to the right as possible. So the toes are trying to point directly to the right. And then press into your right foot, lift your hips up. Right arm up toward the ceiling. Take an inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, just work the hips low, reach back with the right hand. But plug your left shoulder blade into your back so you're not collapsing into this left shoulder. Press into your right foot, lift your hips up. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hips. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, lift the hips, press into your right foot. Exhale, drop them down, reach back. This time, inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, right hand down, turn all 10 toes to the left. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. So Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Toes in, heels out slightly is going to give you more stability, but at least kind of parallel to each other. And then from here, just allow yourself to fold. Knees can be bent a little bit, right? But lift the sit bones and the tailbone and the outer hips all up at once. So the pelvis moves as one. Allow the head to be heavy. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in, breath out. And then inhale, find a halfway lift, chest forward. Quarter turn to the front, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower all the way to the floor. So keep the chest forward and down. So if you look here, my elbows or shoulders are way past my hands. If you look down and you're more here, as you lower, You want that chest to continue going forward, shoulder blades together and down your back. Reach back, palms face down for locust. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift into locust. Inner thighs squeeze towards each other. Toes spread wide, and then reach back through the hands, palms face down. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then inhale, come forward to plank. And take your hands forward a few inches. Press firmly into your right foot and your left hand. Lift your left leg, right arm. Again, this left hip wants to drop, so lift it up in line with the right. Drop your right hip so it's in line, right shoulder so it's in line with the left, and then reach through from your fingers to your toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, roll the hip open, but pull your right foot back. So you're pressing your right foot down and pulling it back. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, runner's lunge. Again, fingertips can come to blocks or they can be to the floor. Right heel lifts forward and up, so you're stacking it over the ball of your foot. Pull the feet towards each other. Engage your right quad and glute as much as you can. Keep those engaged and just work the hips down and forward a little bit. Chest forward and up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take your right hand forward a little bit. Left arm up toward the ceiling. Roll to all 10 toes to the left. Right? Preferably you can get your hand to the floor, that'd be nice, but if you need to stay up on the block, stay up on the block. Press into that left foot, lift the hips up. So you're feeling a stretch to your outer left hip. Take a breath in, lift up. On your exhale, sink your hips, reach back for that right foot, but press the baby toe edge side into the floor so you're not collapsing in the ankle, and then right shoulder blade into your back. Inhale, lift the hips, press into your left foot. Exhale, drop the hips, reach the left arm back. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop back. Inhale, lift, stay here, breath in. Exhale, turn all 10 toes to the right. So toes in, heels out, come into a forward fold. And this isn't the best view for you looking down the camera, but I can't do anything about it because this is the direction that my body turned to. Deep breath in, it's the opposite of the other. Deep breath out. So if you don't want to look forward, just close your eyes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Find that ujjayi breath. Maintain it no matter how fast or slow the body's going. And then inhale, find a halfway lift, long spine. Quarter turn to the front, plant your hands, step back, plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale to the floor, sphinx. So elbows underneath the shoulders. Elbows underneath shoulders, right? Not here. Here. This is underneath the shoulder. Press into your forearms, grip a little bit with your fingers, and then hug your shoulder blades down your back. Feel your collarbones broaden. Take a breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes, round your upper back, lift your knees and your hips, come into forearm plank. Press into your forearms. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Knees down, hips down, sphinx pose. Take a breath in. Arms reach back, palms face down for locust. Inhale, lift into locust, shoulder blades together, down your back. Feel your chest broaden and lift a little bit. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Choke up on your downward facing dog. So make your downward facing dog a little bit shorter. And then lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward. 5 pike jumps. If you're not going to take the pike jumps, just step forward into a forward fold. What the pike jump looks like is we're going to keep our legs straight the entire time. We're going to get our hips over our shoulders, and then from in the air, we're going to think we're going to come into a forward fold. So if you want to look at it, it looks like this. All right, so legs stay straight. And then I slowly work the feet towards my wrists. So inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, legs straight, hips over shoulders. And then I try to come into a forward fold. The key is to pull up on the tops of your thighs, pulling them up into the hips, and then keeping the feet flexed to try to bring them towards the wrist. So about 5 of those. Right, again, if you're not taking those, just come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. If you find a little bit of hang time in your pike jump to a handstand, feel free to hold it for a little bit. Right, but you're trying to slow down the descent of your jump. And when you've completed those, forward fold to the top of your mat. Come into a deep bend, so a ragdoll pose. Connect your ribs to your thighs, interlace your fingers behind your lower back. If you can, if you struggle with this bind here, grab like a towel, or if you have a strap, a yoga strap, take that between your hands so your hands can be a little bit more apart to find a little bit more stretch in the shoulders. Take a breath in, and then on your exhale, keep your left knee bent, straighten out your right leg, hands to the left, gaze over your right shoulder. And then slowly come back to center, rebend both knees. Right leg straightens, left leg straightens, right leg stays bent. Hands to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. And then come back to center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Just a half salutation to set our rhythm of breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Keeping that rhythm, we'll add in some lunges. Inhale, reach up, just moving and breathing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back, knee down. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up, pull the feet towards each other. Don't worry about what it looks like. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms forward and up, reach out of the fingers. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Again, moving and breathing, that's it. Inhale, halfway lift, be consistent. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Left side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, knee down. Inhale, arms forward, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, sphinx. Inhale and sphinx, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, forearm plank. Don't just collapse, press into your forearms. Take a breath in. Knees down, hips down, sphinx pose, inhale. Arms reach back, palms face down for locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Pull the feet towards each other to get the front of your right thigh. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Surya Namaskar, Sunday, same rhythm of breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale into plank. Exhale this time, chaturanga or all the way to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog, locust or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, or maybe pike jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, locust or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. I have no idea what I just did. It was kind of a hybrid of something. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, float, pike jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up.
Exhale, hands come to heart center. Arms long by your sides, close your eyes, palms face forward, Tadasana mountain pose. So I joked when I said, I have no idea what I did, because I didn't. I just kind of went to it and I was like, I have no idea where I'm at. But it doesn't matter. Those salutations, the part of it, the reason for it is just to move and breathe and set that rhythm of pace, right, for our breath. Inhale. Exhale. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, Sphinx pose. Take a breath in Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Elbows wrap towards each other, press into your forearms. Inhale. Walk the feet in, dolphin. Inhale, press into your forearms, lengthen the outsides of your armpits. Breath in. Walk the feet back. Exhale. Breath in. Knees down, hips down. Sphinx. Arms back, palms face down for locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, hop, pike jump, or maybe handstand to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. So fierce pose, chair pose, whatever you know it as. Know that you want your feet either hip width or together. I'm not too picky about it, but you want them pressing down and pulling apart. My preference is feet hip width distance, but if you prefer to be closer together, totally fine. Just press into your feet, pull them out. So the outer hips and legs are firing. Take your hands behind you, make fists, and then either bring your fists together or stack your right forearm on top of the left. Chest up, chest forward. Press into your feet, pull them apart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Stay with the bind with your arms behind your back. Just step your left foot back, crescent lunge. Bend your left knee, lift your hip points up toward the ceiling, and then pull your feet towards each other. Left hamstring lifts toward the ceiling, and then reach your arms forward, take a breath in. Eagle, left arm underneath the right. So elbows in line with the shoulders, forearms away from the face. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take one more inhale breath. And then on your exhale, lean forward, left leg crosses over the right, find eagle, and you can find the full wrap. You cannot find the full wrap with your left leg, or take your left toes to the floor as a kickstand, right? But once you find where you're at with the wrap, whether that's full or just with the foot down, draw your left hip back so the knees come back to center. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take one more breath in. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. So left leg back, arms reach forward. Reach from the fingertips to the toes. So you're trying to create space in your shoulders. Reach through the back leg, but don't let the left leg lift. Roll the left hip down. Spin the left inner thigh up and then spread the toes to activate the shin. Engage both quads so the legs are strong and long. One more breath in. Exhale, revolve half moon. Left hand to your block or your water bottle. Underneath the shoulder. Chest forward, chest up. Right arm rolls up toward the ceiling. So you should feel something to the outer right hip. But pull the right outer hip back and then lift your left leg. Right, again, this left hip wants to lift. Because we tend to try to lift the leg from the front. Right, so roll the hip back down and then from where your glute meets your hamstring, lift that up toward the ceiling. Chest forward, chest up, roll open. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take one more inhale. And then on your exhale, standing splits. Two hands down, either to your blocks, right? You can take your hands to your blocks, here, or any setting. You can work one or two hands behind the calf. Heck, if you just want to just come into a forward fold to get off the one leg, by all means, go for it. Maybe you want to plant both hands, elbow creases wrap forward, straighten your arms, lean forward and take a few hops to your handstand, right? So a few hops to your handstand. But wherever you're at, stay breathing. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Bakasana, crow pose. So option one would just be to bring the inside edges of your feet together, knees wide, and just get your armpits close to your knees. Set your hands down, shoulder width distance. And maybe you just stay here. Option two, squeeze the legs into the arms, lift the hips and just lean forward. Keep the toes down. Option three, lift your right foot. And then lean a little bit more forward. Option four, keep leaning forward, pick up your back foot, squeeze the legs into the arms, round your upper back, press into your hands. Deep breath in, deep breath out. But wherever you're at, right? The more challenging, the more you tend to hold your breath. So just maintain that consistent rhythm we set in our salutations. Take one more breath in, and then on your exhale, don't even think about it, just shoot the feet back or step back. You can flow through a chaturanga or a locust or whatever, or step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, float, handstand to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. So come back into fierce pose, chair pose, whatever you want to call it. Right, but feet press down, whether they're together or hip width. Pull them apart. And then reach arms behind you. This time either fist together or left forearm on top. Sit low, feet together, chest up. Or not feet together. Feet pull apart, chest up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. Right foot back, crescent. Bend the back knee, hip points up. So lift your pubic region up towards your belly button. And then reach the arm straight forward, maybe straighten out the back leg. And then right arm underneath the left. Elbows in line with the shoulders, forearms away from the face so you feel your upper back broaden. Take one more breath in. Exhale, right knee crosses over. Again, maybe you're here. Maybe your toes are down with the kickstand, or you find the full wrap. But once you find where you're at, draw your right hip back. Bring the knees back to center. Squeeze legs together, squeeze arms together. So keep the body active. Find that breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Right leg back, brush the inner thighs. That's going to keep your hips level. Reach through the back toes. Arms stretch forward. But we're not just kind of hugging the shoulders back. We're taking the outer shoulders and reaching them forward. Deep breath in. Like imagine you're trying to grab something from the front of the room without moving your body, just your arms. One more breath in. Exhale, revolved half moon. Right hand to your block, water bottle or unsupported. Left arm toward the ceiling. Chest forward, chest up. Left ribs roll open, and then lift your right leg. Deep breath in. Squeeze inner thighs towards each other. Make that back leg active, right leg active. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, standing splits. Left leg down. Same options, you can stay here, bring your hands to blocks. One or two hands behind the calf to challenge the balance. Or plant your hands, take a few gentle hops to your handstand, right? Wherever you're at though, you're finding that rhythm of breath. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Don't lose the rhythm of breath just because the poses become more complicated. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take one more breath in. And then everybody forward fold. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, chest forward. On your exhale, Bakasana round 2. Right, so you can take a version of crow. Right, same options. You can bring the inside edges of your feet together, knees wide. Just get the armpits close to the inner knees. Set the hands down and just lean forward. Right, you can do with working one foot up, maybe both feet. If you're like, I want to get off the wrists a little, just take a seat. Draw your knees into your chest. Take your knees wide, but keep the big toes and the inner heels together. Reach your arms through your legs, palms face forward. Squeeze the legs into the arms. Round your upper back. So you're finding now crow pose in a seat. You're getting all the core benefits of crow without any of the wrist, right? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Take one more breath in wherever you're at. And then on your exhale, shoot the feet back, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, Sphinx. Inhale and Sphinx, shoulder blades together down your back. Exhale, forearm plank. Press into your forearms, shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale. Walk the feet in, dolphin. Exhale. Press down and lengthen. Breath in, breath out. Walk your feet back, forearm plank. Inhale. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx. Take a breath in Sphinx. Arms reach back, palms face down for locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale together. Exhale together. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Come into Warrior 2. As you come in, get the feet set, get the arms wide, and then hug the feet towards each other. So we're working inner thighs. And by squeezing inner thighs, we can't help but also tone the lower part of our core, the front of the core. So the lower abs. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath here. Come into side angle, right hand to the outside of the foot, to the floor, to a block, or if you want a little bit less on the quad, forearm to thigh. But press the leg out into the arm and press the arm into the leg. So you feel your outer hip and inner thigh. Now pull your right foot towards your left. Left arm up here or left arm reaching forward, whatever you prefer. Pull the feet towards each other. Press the right knee into the right arm. Resist it with the arm. Breath in, breath out. Gaze in front of your right foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Right, the tendency is you want to kind of point the foot, but flex it, reach through the heel. That's going to keep a little bit of weight this way. Right, takes the back bend out a little bit. But reach through the heel, lift that left leg up as high as you can. Lift the left arm. Breath in, breath out. Squeeze that standing leg hip. So right outer hip presses towards the left. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slight bend to your right knee. Roll this left hip down in line with the right. Stretch the arms back. Point the foot, spread the toes. Chest forward, chest up. Draw your shoulder blades back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Think locust pose on one leg. Right, so we've done a lot of locust today. Shoulder blades down the back. Lift your left leg. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, left ankle crosses over the right knee. Flex this left foot. Press the left knee down. Hands to heart center. So with your outer left hip, press your left knee down. Sit bones down and back, chest forward and up. Press into your right big toe mound. Deep breath in. That's going to help you stay stable. Deep breath out. Inside edge of the right foot presses down. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, step or float back. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, Sphinx. Inhale and Sphinx. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Exhale, forearm plank. Press down, right? We're not here. We're lifting, we're here. Breath in. Walk the feet in dolphin. Elbows pull towards each other. Lengthening. We're pressing down and we're lengthening the outside of the armpits. Take one more breath in. Walk the feet back. Forearm plank. Inhale. Knees down. Hips down. Sphinx pose. Take a breath in. Arms reach back. Palms face down for locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, warrior two. As you come into warrior two, make sure you can see the big toe, second toe to the inside of this left knee. So right hip a little forward and down. Feet pull towards each other, arms wide. Deep breath in, stretch out through the fingers, but try not to be up here. Shoulders not by the ears, shoulder blades back and down, but arms reaching wide. One more inhale. Exhale, side angle. Again, option one, forearm to thigh to get a little bit less in the quad. Option two, hand to block or hand to the floor, to the outside of the foot. But press this left knee out, right? The left hip wants to go here, right? It wants to take the path of least resistance. The body wants to cheat. It wants to lean out. So hug the left hip in and back towards your right heel. Again, right arm can be here or here if you want to extend the side angle. But feet draw towards each other. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Take one more breath in. Shift forward, Ardha Chandrasana. Great spot for a block or your water bottle underneath your left hand. Right, it brings the floor to where you need it so you can keep your shoulders in line with your hips. Reach through that back heel, lift the right leg. You want to lift it so high till you feel this outer right hip say, all right, I got enough. I got enough stress on me that you can back off a little bit or you can hold it there. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, slight bend to your left knee. Rotate this right hip down, lift your left arm, come into Dekasana, come into airplane. Chest forward and up so you get that little bit of a back bend. Lift your right leg, reach the fingertips back. So pull your shoulder blades down your back. Breath in, find your rhythm, breath out. One more inhale. On your exhale, cross the right ankle, over the left knee, sit bones down and back. Right knee presses down, hips press back, chest lifts up. Find that rhythm of breath again. But press the inside edge of your left foot into the floor, especially the big toe. Deep breath in, breath out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, step or float back. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, Sphinx. Inhale and Sphinx, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, forearm plank. Take a look at your right hand. Shift your right hand in toward the center a little bit. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left foot. Lift the hips up. Pull your right shoulder blade down your back. So you're feeling your shoulder blades slide down. So right elbow presses down, pulls towards your feet. Lift the hips up. Breath in, breath out. And then left forearm down. Right arm toward the ceiling. Again, left forearm down, pull the elbow towards the feet so you feel that left side body kick in. Keep that, just lift your hips up. One more breath in. Right forearm down, forearm plank. Take an inhale. Walk the feet in, dolphin. Right, but we're not just collapsing down, head's not almost touching the floor. Press in, lift out, chest back towards the thighs. Walk the feet back, forearm plank, inhale. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx pose. Breath in. Exhale, back for locust, last locust of the day. Inhale, lift into locust. You can stay here or interlace the fingers at your lower back and stretch the hands back and then up. One more breath in. Exhale, back to child's pose. So come back to where we started. Come back to your rhythm of breath. Notice how you feel. Notice the energy. Notice how the body feels in this child's pose versus where we started at the beginning. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly come up onto your shins. Sit down and take your legs wide. So Upavishta Konasana, legs wide. Take your hands behind your sit bones, pick them up, and then just shift them back just a little bit. So you feel your pelvis start to tilt a little bit forward. Bend your knees a little bit, chest up, and then walk your chest forward until you feel like your spine wants to round. Keep the knees bent, dig your heels in, and pull your heels towards your hips. That's gonna activate the hamstrings. Now it's gonna give you more control. Engage your quads and press your thigh bones into the floor. Maybe then you're able to fold a little bit deeper. But breathe. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. And then walk your right hand over to your right ankle or palm to the inside of your right ankle, palm facing up. And then turn and fold over your right leg. Lift this left hip, so press your left knee down. and then reach your left fingertips past your right foot, roll your left ribs open. Stay here, maybe grab the foot. But what I don't want is for you to grab the foot to go like this, right? Because that's just, I'm not looking for a hamstring stretch necessarily. I'm looking more for an opening here, and you're only gonna get that with the armpit up toward the ceiling. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly make your way back up. Turn and fold over the left leg. Left hand to the inside of the leg, palm facing up, or take your left hand to the top of the ankle. Right arm reaches past the toes, right shoulder rolls open. Maybe then you grab the toes, keeping the armpit rolling up. All right, so we feel the stretch along the right side body. Allow your right hip to lift. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Slowly walk yourself back up. Extend both legs straight forward. Draw your right heel in. Cross your right leg over, but come to the top of your right foot as much as you can. Trying to get this right knee to stack with the left. Stay here for Gomukhasana with the left leg straight, or lean onto your left hip, bend your left heel in towards your right hip. Try to stack the knees as much as possible. Right sit bone wants to lift. If you can't keep it grounded, sit on a block so both sit bones are on the same level. And then from here, just take your left arm around your right leg, pull in on the leg, press out with the leg. So the arm's pulling back towards your chest, the leg is pressing away from your chest, and then with that, just start to fold. If you get down here and you're like, I want to fold a little bit deeper, walk your hands forward, but keep squeezing inner thighs in towards each other. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, breath out. Stay with that rhythm we set with our salutations earlier, right? That's what the whole purpose of those things is just to set the rhythm. Yeah, it warms the body up, but it's to set the rhythm of breath. So we have something to refer back to. And then slowly walk your hands back. Lean onto your left hip, extend your leg forward if it's bent, right leg forward, and we'll switch sides. Left foot comes in. Cross the ankle over, come to the top of the foot. Try to get the knees to stack as much as possible. Staying right here, this is perfect. If you feel enough stretch here to the outer left hip, stay here with the right leg. Otherwise, bend the knee, bringing the heel in towards the hip. Trying to get the knees again to stack. This time, right arm around the left. Pull up with the right arm, press out with the left leg, and then with that action, fold. If you want more of a fold, walk your fingertips away from you, but keep squeezing inner thighs in towards each other. So legs squeeze together. Deep breath in, deep breath out. As the sensation grows, match it with the quality of your breath. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Walk yourself back up. Extend your right leg forward if it's bent. Extend your left leg forward. Come all the way down onto your back. We'll take 2 sets of bridge or wheel. So we'll set up for bridge. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips with a slight turn out of the heels. Or turn in of the heels, toes out. So think toes at about 11 and 1 o'clock, or maybe 10 and 2 o'clock on the clock, right? Take a breath in, press into your feet, lift your hips. If you're feeling ready for wheel, come into wheel. But if you're in bridge, roll onto your right shoulder and get your left shoulder blade underneath you a little bit more. And then roll onto your left shoulder a little bit, right shoulder blade hugs underneath. And then press into your upper arm bones, lift your chest up. But notice the knees want to splay wide and the inner thighs want to roll up. Press the big toes into the floor, big toe mounds into the floor, inner edges of the feet. Engage the glutes, press the hips up. Pull the heels towards your shoulders. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath in. And then slowly come all the way down. Second set. If you were in wheel and you have forearm wheel and you're ready for Viparita Dandasana, take the forearm wheel. If you're not going to want to take wheel, take bridge again. Otherwise, wheel, set your hands above your shoulders. A little bit wider than your shoulders. Fingertips face forward so they face your toes. Wrap the elbows in towards each other. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, press into your feet, press into your hands. So you're trying to get equal weight between your feet and your hands, and you're trying to have equal sensation across your spine. You're not trying to go to your deepest if you feel centralized location. So if you're just feeling kind of a collapse in the low back or like a hinge in the low back where you feel direct sensation, take it a little bit longer of a wheel to feel that spread out sensation. But again, focus on the breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breath in, breath out. And then slowly come all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet touch, knees wide. So just stretching the inner thighs and coming back to our neutral spine. Hands can be on the ribs, it can be one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Maybe you catch opposite elbows over your head. Just find whatever feels good in your arms. And then coming back to that rhythm of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Keep your arms where they're at. Just set your feet down, mat width distance. And then draw your knees in towards each other. If you want more, walk your feet further away from each other and then bring the knees towards each other. Still maintaining that natural curve in your lower back. Just working the opposite rotation of the hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Set your feet down and come all the way onto your left side. So you're coming all the way on your left side. Take your knees either right in line with your hips or a little bit down towards your feet at a little bit of an angle. Right, left arm can kind of be out or kind of be where you want. But reach your right arm, not straight back. Reach your right arm back, out, and up, but keep your left side body on the floor. Try to keep your knees in line with each other as much as possible. I find it helpful to cross my feet. But I'm not reaching straight out to the side. I'm reaching kind of back towards the top right corner of my mat. So I'm feeling this nice stretch across my chest and into my bicep. Deep breath in, and I'm feeling the twist a little bit more in my upper back. Deep breath out. And then slowly come back to center. Switch sides. So shift your hips back to the left. Come all the way onto your right side. Hook the top foot over the bottom. And then left arm, not straight out. Take it back out and up. So at that angle. And you may play with that a little bit. Kind of move your arm back and forth till you find kind of the perfect spot to get a stretch across the shoulder and into the chest and into the bicep. But try to keep the knees in line with each other. That left knee wants to slide with the hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. And then come back to center. Extend your legs long. Extend your arms long. Palms face up. Take a breath in. And then exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out, shavasana. Just allow your body to completely soften. You can choose to stay where you're at. I would encourage you to stay longer if you can. But if you need to move and you need to get up, start to bring some movement back into your fingers, into your toes. Stay here, reach your arms over your head for a rack stretch to stretch the body out one more time. Choosing to stay on your back, or maybe you want to draw your knees into your chest to give them a squeeze, or roll towards your favorite side. Bottom arm is a pillow. And with as little effort as possible, please make your way to a comfortable seat towards the front, eyes closed. Bring your hands together in prayer position or heart center. Slide your thumbs towards your forehead, towards your third eye. Take a final deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't already do, please subscribe. Click the subscribe button that should be popping up right about now. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope your body feels better. Hope you kind of got into all the different nooks and crannies within the body to kind of give you that all-around whole body experience. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.